There she goes, off with her new owner. Bye-bye, Mini Jet. Is this thing on? Yeah, we're good. Well, what's up, YouTube? John, JD's Outdoors here. Welcome back. And a quick disclaimer. This is going to be kind of a long, rambling video detailing just about every aspect of the next build, which is the Dream Jet. I'm finally going to start building the Dream Jet. So I'm going to go over pretty much step by step what my plans are for this next video series, and also what the Dream Jet is going to potentially look like. I'm going to try my best to draw out on a piece of paper what's inside my head and show you what my idea is. So let's go ahead and get to the first phase of what the first few videos of this project are going to be. Get that explained and out of the way, and then I will draw up the Dream Jet and show you exactly what's in my head to the best of my lack of artistic abilities can do. So here we go. Well, pretty much every aspect of this build is going to be about custom built. Starting with the first few videos of the series is going to be building the trailer for our new jet boat. Here we have a 3,500 pound torsion axle, brand new. It's got electric brakes, and I'm super excited. I can't believe how heavy these things are, for one. I didn't want brakes at first, but this is what they had in stock, and I mean, why not? I guess we'll put brakes on it. It's not a big deal. Then I ordered some nice wheels and tires. These are aluminum 14-inch boat trailer wheels. Found them on Amazon. They weren't that bad of a deal. Same with the tires. So we got to put those together, valve stems, and I guess I got to order some lug nuts because I don't have lug nuts. Apparently trailer axles don't come with lug nuts, and neither do rims. But we'll find something nice to put on there. Inside this box is all kinds of goodies for putting the trailer together. A bunch of wire or rubber grommets, wire loom, and then we got the trailer winch. We got the lights, which I also have some little round marker lights that I'm going to put in there. And then the bottom is the trailer wire harness, the 7-pin. So we can get that to hook up to ye ol' Super Duty. So that's going to be the first few videos on the build series for Dream Jet. And then once that's done, actually while I'm building this, I am going to place orders for multiple different things. one of which is an extremely large amount of aluminum that we gotta order. I gotta make a list yet and get that finalized so I can get it over to my metal guy and get that processing, because they gotta get 3 of the sheets custom made from the extruders. So those are gonna be some expensive sheets of aluminum, but worth it. Anyways, I'm gonna draw out here. I got a piece of paper right down here. I'll show you. I'm gonna draw out what my idea, design, and look are gonna be on this next jet. So let me show you that real quick. Before I get to the design, I figured I'd show this off because you might have seen it in the background. Here's a little 700cc Yamaha hammer. She's a little dirty, but she's got good compression. It's like 175 and 170 PSI. So it'll clean up. But this boat or jet ski here is going to go into the next boat after the Dream Jet. I think I'm going to build like a littler, bigger than the Mini, but smaller, way smaller than the Dream build. Probably call it like Project Beater boat or something. But here's a prelude to that, and this is going to be way in the future. We have a lot of work to do before we can even get to this thing. So before I can start on the trailer, I got to finish gutting that and get rid of that hull, and we'll put the engine up in the attic so it's ready for the Project Beater boat. Things are starting to come together. But let's go check out my next design here on this piece of paper. So before I can start building this, I have to talk to the DMV and see how registering this boat will go. I would like to build an 18-footer, but I don't know how registering that'll go. I know it's really easy to register a 16-footer, so it may be 16 feet. We shall see. Regardless, the design is going to be pretty much the same. The bottom of the hull is going to be the same design as the Mini Jet. Most likely a 12-degree dead rise, and pretty wide. So that is essentially what the transom is going to look like with the jet pump. If you guys have any input on this and you have experience with jet boats, let me know. My current thought process for power plant and jet pumps is I want to run a Berkeley jet and either like an LS motor or like a Honda 4-cylinder. I'm not exactly sure which route to go yet. If you have any input on what you'd want to see, what I should build, what's most reliable, I'm not really worried about weight, because this distance from here to here is going to be 7 feet, or what would that be, 3.3 meters, I think. I'm not very good with metric. But a 7-foot bottom, and the top of the gunnels is going to be 8 feet wide. So that is going to be the back of the boat. We'll also have another swim platform that goes across. It's going to be real similar to the Minis and how that looks. Now, the side profile. Actually, let's do the top profile. We'll do the top next. So that's the back of the boat. The top profile of this is not set in stone yet on exactly how it's going to look, but this will give a rough idea on what is in my head. So the back casting deck is going to house the engine. With pipes coming out, you get the idea. House the engine, and then the middle is going to be all seating, and the front is going to be storage. Big storage compartments. Something kind of like that. Maybe have a big door in the middle. Not set in stone, rough ideas. I've drawn it out a few times. And then here, we're going to have the dash, little steering wheel, you know, dash area there, and we're going to have a step through area, big tall windshield with the door. Now, if you remember on the Mini, I had wanted to make a removable windshield, and that was kind of practice for this. I learned a good bit on that and what to do and what not to do. Ultimately, it didn't matter on the Mini if it was welded or removable, but I wanted to try and make removable because this one's going to have a tall removable windshield. Okay, then we're going to have a set of seats here, a set of seats here, and seats there. Wide open space in the middle. Walk through in the front, have a little step up onto the back platform in the back. So it'll be a door front and back. And the reason I say door front and back is because not only is this going to have a removable windshield, but it's also going to have a removable cab in the back. Kind of like the back of a Jeep, so to speak. So the side profile of this boat is going to be something pretty sweet. So, no windshield, no cab. It is going to look something like this. All right, jet pump, swim platform. And then you got the back deck, the front deck with a nice tall windshield. That's the roof go across. Something along the lines of that. Probably won't go that far forward. Remember, this is just a rough sketch. Okay, and then we're going to put a nice big, either 1 or 2 windows out of a camper in the side. So this is removable cab section here and removable windshield there. There's going to be a way to walk up onto the roof, front and rear. The bow is going to have a trolling motor somewhere up here that sticks off the front. Trolling motor, little prop. So that way we can fish. Some sort of anchor system. I'm not sure. I got to do a little bit more research on anchor mates, the electronic anchors, so to speak, to go off the front to make it comfortable for fishing. There's going to be a few goodies also inside that I'm going to incorporate from like my ice house builds and other things. Example, like I'm really heavily considering doing a solar system up on the roof to not only charge the batteries for running the electronics, because I'm going to have some pretty decent electronics in here, but also for keeping the battery topped off for the starting battery. I'd like to do lights like everywhere. Maybe do a light bar up top, light bar in the back, lights out the front, lights out the rear. I want to be able to go out if it's 15 degrees outside and the river's still thawed and hop in this thing and be comfortable. So we're going to have a heater of some sort, whether we plumb it off of the engine, much like your car, run it through a heater core blower system with ducts going through it, or a standalone heat system, kind of like a diesel heater, so to speak, that you have in a semi. They have their own tanks and fuel system separate, because I would like to figure out a way to be able to camp in here or sleep in this with like hammocks or something along the lines of that. But anyways, it's probably enough rambling about what this is going to look like. That gives you an idea on what my dream jet build is going to be. Still got a few things to figure out, like the power plants. Like I said, if you have any input on that, I know the LS motors have a lot of support for aftermarket stuff and putting them in boats, things along that nature. Hondas, I think, are gaining more popularity, but it's the coupling the engine to the jet pump that I am not so sure about. But we'll get that figured out. You guys can follow along if you want and learn with me as we build this, but I've had enough jet boats and enough boats to know what I want, and what I want to be able to do is fish in rain, snow, cold, hot. I want an everything boat. So this should do it. It's not going to run mini, the waters like the Mini does, the super shallow, small channels, things like that, because this is going to be heavy. I think my preliminary guesses on just weighing the metal, rough guesses, is going to be between 2,000 and 2,500 pounds for this boat. But it should do everything that I want it to do. And I got good ideas to make it ride good, comfortable seats, things of that nature. So if that's something that interests you and you want to watch it and learn with me, feel free. I mean, whichever engine we buy, short of like a crate engine, something brand new, we're probably going to end up tearing it apart, cleaning it up, rebuilding it, which I've never done. I mean, I've done it for like lawnmowers and jet skis and things like that, but I've never done a car engine. So that'll be fun and exciting. And for those of you that have followed me for a long time, you know I've been talking about the dream jet build for a long time, and it's finally here. It's just going to take a while. So bear with me on how long this project's going to take, because there's going to be a lot involved, and it's going to be a long winter. Judging by how this wonderful 2020 summer has gone, I don't expect anything less from winter. So that's about it. Feel free to follow along if you want. You guys know what to do. As always, thank you for watching JDS Outdoors, and have a good one.